Application of modular arithmetic is the Real-World International Standard Book Number Validation, or the ISBN. How do we know, or where do we see these kinds of words? Simply put, if you can go and pick up a normal product such as a cologne, and if you can see the barcode, this is an example of a code that can be used in modular arithmetic. It is an though it's not actually ISBN standard, but it is a way for computers to check and revalidate the authenticity of the product, regardless of how many inputs of that code, this code can be had in different machines. For example, if you can realize in the grocery, you're able to check the price of the barcode of your product by going it through a scanner, and through a different scanner, it gives the same price. So it means it has a certain digit or a certain value that can help us validate if that code is valid or not. The International Standard Book Number Validation can be determined by its check digit. Its check digit is simply the barcode. Normally, barcodes have 13 digits, but as you can see here, if you can count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 digits. The check digit is the last digit of the barcode that will help us identify the authenticity of the product. How do we solve for the check digit? Simply put, you can follow this formula: 10 minus the first digit plus 3 times the second digit plus the third digit plus 3 times the fourth digit, so on and so forth, until you reach the 12th digit. Then you'll find it's modular 10. So simply put, if you can see the pattern, all the odd numbered digits, all the odd number placed digits have no 3 in its multiplier, while the even numbered digits has a 3 in its multiplier. Therefore, how do we determine the check digit of different barcodes? Simply put, example, how do we determine the check digit of this barcode, 971-27269? So simply put, if we can apply the formula for the first digit, 9, plus the second digit, 3 times 7 plus 8, plus 3 times 9, so on and so forth, until you get this, the last digit, 3 times 9. Then mod 10 minus this value. Then when we calculate, we have 10 minus 154 mod 10. So what's the value of 154 mod 10? Is simply the division of 154 over 10, its remainder. So when we say 154 mod 10, the only value that you will get from this division is the remainder, not the whole expression itself. Only the remainder will be taken into account whenever it says mod. So 154 mod 10 is 4. So 10 minus 4, the check digit for this barcode is 6. So that means the last digit of this barcode, for this is a 13, must be a 13 digit. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So the last barcode, or the last value for this 13 digit barcode is 6. And 6 is the check digit of this barcode. Next, how do we determine if the ISBN code is valid for this check digit, 978-971-272770-4? So if we follow the formula, since the formula is very long, I put 3 different colored dots to signify that I did the calculation and the formula correctly. And I have a value of 128. So 10 minus 128 mod 10. So how do we determine? 128 divided by 10, and its remainder will be the value that we'll take into account here. So 128 over 10 is just simply 12.8, and 8 is the digit that we'll use for this expression. So the check digit for this one is 10 minus 8 is 2. And when the check digit is 2, it is not valid. If you can see here, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. If the check digit is 2 and the check digit is always the last digit, 3, 6, 9, 12. If the check digit is always the last digit, then why is it that in this barcode, 3, 6, 9, 12, and the 13 digit is 4, but when we calculate, the check digit is 2? If it's 4 here, and why is it 2 here? If they don't match, then that means they're not valid. This barcode, this ISBN code, is not valid because its check digit is different from what we calculated on what the check digit should actually be based on the first 12 digits. So we conclude that this code is invalid.